What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to do a shortcut. I'm going to see how this whole lighting works out as far as being able to bypass the whole editing situation. So hopefully it'll work out. But today we're going to be talking about, and I think it was, I know for a fact in January, I was trying to think of the day, January 9th, maybe of 2017. I ironically had two ischemic strokes. I think, am I saying that correctly? I have a backup over here. How do I say that correctly? Ischemic strokes. Anyway, it was kind of crazy because, long story short, it was like I was kind of like drunk, and then all of a sudden I just couldn't walk, and you feel very dizzy and all that craziness going on. So I decided that eventually, as I got this kind of figured out, I wanted to be able to share what my little adventure with everyone. It really wasn't an adventure; it was kind of crazy, really. But if you ever do have a stroke, it's really it's not like it's not like I was thinking. Like I don't know what I actually thought before it happened to me, but it was definitely something that I would not recommend for anybody to do. But I think I kind of did it to myself because I was drinking this drink called Red Line. It is the strongest energy drink you can get. And then, of course, everybody knows who watches my channels. I lift a lot of weights and I eat really bad. Those two in combination are not really healthy. So, anyway, I drank this Red Line and it did cause me to have a stroke. And two of them, or that's what they at least think happened. But that's kind of what I want to talk about today. So I decided I was going to let y'all know that over the next 365 days, I'm going to go over once a day, and I'm going to be trying to do intermittent fasting based on the fact of my recovery. There's a few things that are and aren't working. Like I don't have some sensitivity in different places, like along the side of my face. My motor skills, like on my left arm, aren't quite exactly what they should be, and so just some things like that. So I'm in no means one of the worst cases. I was actually very blessed. What actually happened was that I had quick medical attention, therefore the damage wasn't as severe as it could have been, and it is in a lot of cases. However, I do have a lot of ongoing complications due to it, mostly sensitivity and some motor skills. Anyway, so what this is going to be about is I'm going to be going into this new stuff called, it's not new, it's been around forever, but intermittent fasting. And what I researched is apparently it triggers your brain to produce a chemical that helps repair itself a little bit faster. If I understand it correctly, I'm by no means a doctor. Once again, I'm just a guy that had a stroke and I'm trying to figure out the best way to get this done. And like I said, it's been a year now. I went to the gym 2 weeks after the fact of it happening, even though I couldn't walk, and forced myself on a treadmill. And the recovery has been nothing but nonstop since day one. Matter of fact, before I actually went to therapy, it was 90 days into therapy. They told me that I didn't need therapy because I had already rehabbed myself at the level they could get me to, which is horrible when you think about it, because here I'm telling you a year and a half later, I'm still not like 100% like I was to start with. But regardless, so my whole goal is here. I was down in Myrtle Beach and I ran across a guy that had he had the same thing happen to him, except he was a year and a half into it and he couldn't walk. This guy couldn't talk. He couldn't do any of this stuff. Like, he didn't have any of his motor skills. And here I am running on a machine beside him at 8 miles an hour. And I'm like, wondering what the gap is or what's going on with it, or, why is he that way and I'm this way, kind of thing. And apparently it all depends on where this stroke type thing happens in your brain, and what type of damage it actually causes and for how long before they actually get you help and all that good stuff. But anyway, long story short, I'm going to live stream this and I'm going to put it into my regular files. But since it's going to be a daily event on this intermittent fasting, I decided that, man, maybe the first one I'll go live and then proceed forward and live as much as I can. I won't be talking about cars very much, but I'm sure something will come up on cars because I am a car guy. But so intermittent fasting, apparently there's a couple different ways to do it. And if anybody out there is watching this and you guys do it, I'd be very interested in how you actually do it. My goal is not vanity at all, although I would think that I could look a little better, lose some weight. That'd be great. But like I said, I'm really interested in the reestablishing the pathways, the nerve damage that happened from the lack of oxygen from the strokes. But I do need to lose some weight too. I'm about, I don't know, somewhere around 235. I'm a big guy, I lift a lot of weights, but I also eat really bad. So that causes me to be a very strong fat guy. I know everybody's got their own like part they stick in, but that's where I stick. So I need to be a very healthy, lean uh, guy. I need to take the word fat out of the equation. I don't need to be overweight anymore. It's just not. I can't do that. Like I can't take those chances anymore because once I've already gave myself the 2 strokes, I can't do it anymore. So my goal, I guess, is to reestablish the neurological damage as well as get healthy, get fit. Also, apparently, some of the other side effects is this. I don't know this to be true. It's only what's on the internet, which you don't know what's true or what isn't. But I do believe that there is some truth to the intermittent fasting because some very credible people have been doing it and they've been doing it for a long time and they have hundreds of thousands of people that are signed on trying it or at least following them. So there must be something to it. But apparently there's a huge benefit in the HGH, the human growth hormone. And of course, as you age out a little bit in life, you start to diminish in that. And I think testosterone and a few other um, things that really are beneficial. One of the huge negatives to eating continuously that I have, which I love to eat, do not let me lie to you, I love to eat. I'm a breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, brunch, snack before eating, snack after eating, snack before dinner, snack after dinner kind of guy. I'll find any reason there is to eat and completely justify it with no problem. But those days are coming to an end. So I'm going to turn around and I'm telling you that I'm going to do the fasting for 24-hour fast. I'm going to go 23 hours and then I'm going to have a window eating of 1 hour and I'm going to try to consume somewhere around 1500 to 1700 calories in that range. But starting tomorrow, I will be updating you once a day, and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to take you on this journey with me. We're going to see how it goes. And like I said, if you're not a car person or if you're not interested in that, that's cool. I get it. But this really isn't for that. This is kind of a different platform. And my goal is to see if number one, if I can actually correct the damage that's wrong, and secondly, I want to know if there's anyone else that this is going to actually help that they may actually get some use or benefit out of trying this intermittent fasting. Because I'm gonna tell you what, guys, if it can happen so fast, you don't even know what happens. I mean, like I was completely fine that day, and the next thing I know, I'm like, hey, or I just didn't have my arm, just didn't seem right. It just seemed kind of off. And then I noticed that walking was difficult. And then I was like, I maybe need to go to the hospital. So I go there. And within an hour of being at the hospital, the room's spinning. I can no longer walk. I can't put sentences together. I mean, just it happened that fast. It was crazy. So I do feel like a huge benefit out there would be if this actually worked and then sharing it. And especially if you've had some type of traumatic injury that would cause you to need to be able to that's damaged your brain pathways somehow, which I'm not a doctor, I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but that's all that this is really about. So meanwhile, if y'all got any ideas on this, I'm definitely begging you to get on here and share some of this stuff with me because I am one, not a healthy guy. Even though I work out a lot, I'm still not healthy because you are what you eat, so I'm not a healthy guy. And if you got any tips, man, I would really appreciate it. And if you can share this with anyone that this may possibly help, that would be awesome too. Because, like I said, it's going to be a long journey. I mean, I'm planning on doing this for an entire year, and in 12 months, we'll see. I think that's fair enough to see if it actually works or if it doesn't work. And I think everybody knows me well enough to know, and there's over 500 documented videos of me being completely out of shape, not giving a crap about anything. So I don't think anybody's going to have any question on whether or not it worked. Because once you see the car, man, you're going to be like, that dude, I know that guy. and he did this and it did not work, or it did and it did. It either did work or it didn't work. There are not going to be any questions on whether it did or didn't. Um, but anyway, appreciate the support out there, everybody. And if there's anything I can do to help you out, of course, naturally I will. We're broadcasting now 3 times a day. This is going to be one of those broadcasts, and we're still doing car repair. And then I'm going to get into another session called Real Talk, where I'm going to get into various subjects that deal with financials, as far as the financial aspects of the car business. Give you kind of a couple teasers out there. I'll be getting into like credit repair, building businesses. I'm getting into how the YouTube channel worked and what didn't work for us. Just kind of a different form. Of course, we're always going to do cars. So, and yeah, I got into this other crazy hobby, which I have so many people. We literally have 500,000 people or so. Well, I'll put it to you this way: 30,000 people a day come through our website, which is a lot of people. And per year, we're into the multi-millions. And it's just like, that's a lot of people to be talking to. We try to keep you entertained the best we can. Of course, when I first started this out, I didn't really give a crap. You know what I mean? I was just throwing videos together. I didn't really take YouTube serious. But turns out that there's a lot of people who watch YouTube. Me being one of them, I consume my own material continuously, and I love the other guys that do all the car stuff because I watch them too. And now, before I didn't even pay it any attention, as far as what was going on between me and the other YouTube creators, because I was like, whatever, they're doing whatever they do. But apparently, there's some drama getting there now. Like, there's some, which I kind of thought funny, was that the creators between themselves just don't seem to get along that well. A couple of them, I don't know. I'm not going to get involved with them, but I just thought it was extremely interesting. But now that I'm bringing my focus into YouTube, I'm going to try to bring a very multidimensional experience onto this channel. I have a lot to really offer financially, as far as if you're trying to build your business. I have a lot of just basic knowledge of how things work and what doesn't work and what will work. A lot of the ethics behind making money if you're trying to build deep amounts of income. I can show you, or at least guide you a little bit on different income streams, things along that level. So that's kind of where this channel is evolving to. And now I feel like, I think we're approaching 30 or 40,000 subscribers. It's getting up there, but I feel like now that it's kind of getting serious, now I really want to bring a more serious perspective to the YouTube thing. Of course, we're gonna keep doing the repair channels, but I really have a whole lot of just knowledge to bring to you. Like, I've from franchise dealerships down to used car dealerships. I financed a lot of people. I've been in the buy here, pay here business. I've bulk sold financing. I've done a lot of things that a lot of you guys are trying to figure out where where you're going and how to get there. And I'm 46 now, so it's kind of like time to start sharing that a little bit. I'm just kidding. I don't care. You can be my I don't have competition because there's only one of me, so I'll be glad to share whatever you got. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just checking out the comments now. Have you ever flipped houses? I've threatened to flip houses for 25 years. I've bought. Yeah, the wife would definitely love that, but I have bought and sold tens of thousands of cars, and I've always been like, oh well, I could. But you know what? The truth is, I could have probably flipped hundreds of houses with the amount of money that I've done with cars, and it's just like you get kind of in your own little boat, and you don't flip out of it. But I'm sure there's a huge market for houses. It's just like cars. You buy an ugly one and make it pretty, and then you buy it cheap and sell it high, I think. I, of course, don't listen to that because I've never done it. I have bought my own houses. How many new houses have I don't even know. I think I've built a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I've owned probably 10 houses and multiple properties and all that. And I always make a little bit of money, and whenever I'm selling them, but not like you guys are talking. Like you guys are talking about getting it real and buying it and flipping it and selling it and getting serious.
Did you see your first comment? The viewer was telling you Arrowhead spring water, yes. Energy drinks, no.
Oh yeah. So about that energy drinks. And I'm going to tell you right now, and I don't give a crap who sees it, but I will single-handedly put that POS people out of business. I mean, they suck. There's kids that are getting strokes, and it's just ruining people's lives. And I guess because of my stroke, not to be funny, but I forgot the name of it.
It's Redline.
Oh yeah, Redline.
Well, your particular one was.
Yeah, mine was Redline, but
cardiologist and the neurologist.
yeah, they all look at it and their eyes are bigger than saucers, and they're like, "Why did you put this in your body?" And I'm like, "I bought it at the gym, or at this particular case, I bought it at Kroger." And you think Kroger, which is our grocery store, in case you're watching somewhere else. But long story short, yeah, a lot of people do it. They buy the stuff and they ingest it, and it's all the natural chemicals. I mean, they just play tricks with your veins. They constrict them, and then you got your heart pushing the hard caffeine, and then something breaks loose, and the next thing you know, you're down at the ER, wondering if you're going to be able to walk and talk in a year and a half. Isn't that what they told me?
Yeah, and what they shared with us too was that with regards to the caffeine, when you read these bottles and you'll see it has this much caffeine or this much whatever. Well, there are also ingredients that also have additional levels of caffeine.
Yeah, exactly.
Which accelerate the heart rate to apparently incredibly excessive amounts in both cardiology as well as neurology. When they came in and did his scans, they told us, it's extremely serious. And I believe that particular brand, if you look up online, there's actually been some class action
There's tons of class action lawsuits and all that stuff. I mean, these things are not regulated by the government. And, I mean, I bought it. I drank it. I manned up. I drank it.
In your gym.
I was drinking the shit out of it. And next thing I know, I mean, I'm bench pressing 380 and drinking an energy drink. So like the doctor said, I basically called God and asked for a stroke. But it doesn't mean that it's right that you need to drink that stuff. And that's kind of awareness too. I just don't want any people out there that are watching our channel to be buying that stuff or get hurt, and I could have helped them. I just ain't me. By the way, Jen is not in the frame because she did not have time to get herself. Okay, I got to really be careful. I got to be very careful how I proceed right now. But
basically, I've been outside planting flowers all day.
She's been planting. The car man's been doing some flowering today. I don't even want to talk about that. It's a little embarrassing, but yeah, crazy. But anyway, guys, that's kind of what I was doing with you guys. I just wanted to break it down and show you, or kind of invite you to come on this journey with me, I guess. And I guess tomorrow will be my first 24 hours. Today, I mean, I ate because I was preparing. This is the kind of guy I am. So last night I'm preparing for going on intermittent fast. This is how bad I am. So I go to mother-in-law's house and I don't even know, like a plate this big full of ham and just you name it. So then we have ice cream cake, and then she's got lemon pie, and then she's got apple pie. And I'm just like, because I'm preparing for intermittent fasting, so it'll probably take me 3 days to get down to where I should have been today. But I have not ate since yesterday at what time? Probably around midnight. I had my last piece of pie at midnight, so I don't want to hear crap about that. So I guess tomorrow will be my first 24 hours. And what I'm going to do tomorrow is I'm going to come on and be something about intermittent fasting. And I'm going to tell you how hard it was or how easy it was. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to be like, I can't do this and have to quit, or I don't know if I'm going to be successful. But regardless of whatever it is, I'll just do it. Right. We'll see. I mean, Carman's really good at fixing cars, man, but staying on a diet ain't really my gig. I'll just be man up and just admit that. All right, well, I guess that'll be it for today. I do have another broadcast coming out a little later today, but it's going to be real talk. We're going to be going on a completely different mindset.
So what are you talking to them about?
I'm probably going to be talking about new cars, the different profit centers in new cars, which is like well, I'll just have to take you through it. Like all that, like people don't understand how you get screwed at a car dealership. They fixate on what is the MSRP of the car. And to be honest, that's the least of your worries. I mean, there's so many other profit sources in there and income revenues for them that you don't even see coming. And it's designed, I've said it a million times on my channel for you to lose, but I've never really got that deep into new car buying. But it's coming, and I'm going to take you from when you initially walk to the dealership and all the things you see, from the addendum price sticker markups to the what is the rust and dust if they're charging you for that, how trade-ins are treated, when what is the difference between MSRP, how much profit is a dealer making at MSRP, dealer holdback, and then what are the factory incentives. I mean, there's so many factors to this that you never even realize when you're buying a new car. But I'm going to bring it to you. It's going to take a while to get. It'll probably take 2 or 3 broadcasts to get it all out, because there is a lot involved, especially like when you go to financing. Are you using their financing? Are they making interest rate points on you? Life, accidental health? Are they putting gap insurance on you? Like, there's so many things that you have to be made educated about. So many things you have to be educated about before you can actually get a good deal. And that's what I'm going to attempt to do. But that, like I said, in my Real Talk series, which is coming up, the first one will be out today. And I'm going to do it just like I'm doing right now. I'm just going to shoot it live from the hip, because I feel like that's the most effective way to do it. All right. So anyway, long story short, nothing but love from the car man. And I guess I'm going to end the stream. Does anyone have any questions that they may have, or it don't even have to? I know, like, I'm such a guy. Like, it doesn't even have to be about this subject. Do you got any questions for me on anything? Because I'd be glad to hook you up right now. If you got, and I'm gonna wind this down. Got about 15 seconds to go. Let's see. I'll take a look. Take care of yourself and be well. Yes, Glenn, I will definitely do that. Have you ever flipped houses? Dakota already answered that. Energy drinks, no. Julian, you are very smart. Mr. Jinrai, glad to see you're educating others on this. Yes. I am going to try to educate as many people as I can. And like I said, I'll try not to bore you to death. I'm just going to take you on my adventure. I'm going to keep you up to date and let you know if I have any sensitivity back, how I'm walking, if my motor skills come back at all, whatever. I'm just going to see what happens. It's better to try something and fail at it than just sit here and just hope that something happens. So I'm going to just do the best I can do with what God gave me to work with, and just see what I can do with from there. All right, looks like you guys are all caught up. So I'm going to say nothing but peace and love, broadcasting from the RVA in Richmond, Virginia. Nothing but love, man. See you guys in a little while and tomorrow. All right. Best of luck, bro. Thank you. See you later. End. Do you want to end? Have you ever tried this stuff before? This is kind of crazy. Do you want to end? Okay, it says not yet. Oh, wait. Hold on. Before I'm going to say not yet, because I have some action here. Somebody knows what they're talking about. Okay, let's see. New Whey liquid protein. All right, talk to me about that. New Whey liquid protein, best for losing weight. Okay, explain to me what you mean by that. Do you mean drink? You just drink it like instead of meat, or we just? Okay, it comes in 42 grams, a 3-ounce shot. Okay, all right. So when I'm doing the intermittent fasting, when I take a shot of that, does that help? By the way, iPack G43, where are you guys out of? I love finding out where people are from, too. It's kind of interesting. We're on the East Coast. Check it out on Amazon, multiple flavors. All right, brother, I got you. So, you know what? I'm going to put it out there, and he lost over 100 pounds. He's in Las Vegas. Holy crap. Okay, my man. Were you just doing this once a day, or is this a couple days, or how are you doing it? I'm waiting to see what his response is. I guess y'all can see this right here. All right. It's called New Whey liquid protein. New Whey liquid protein. All right. I'm writing that down, guy. All right. Protein. All right. And you know what, guys? I am going to put a link on here. By the way, I have a huge Amazon store. It's all car related, but it's getting ready to be this related too, because I just got turned on to a cool product. Here's a real guy that lost 100 pounds. By the way, good ass job, brother. That is a good job. 100 pounds, that is ridiculously good. All right, so he took it 3 times a day, and he dropped 100 pounds. Man, rock and roll, dude. Man, bro, that's like getting it done. All right, follow with a glass cool of water. All right, man, I appreciate that tip, brother. I do appreciate it. I'm glad I didn't end the stream. So I'm going to put that in the description link in case anybody wants to see that, and we'll call it a day. All right, man. Appreciate all the love out there, man. And I will see you guys later. And this one right here will be part of the history books as of right now. All right. Thank you, guys, man. Good luck. Wish you well. Thank you too, Tony, man. And we are going to see what we can do with this. First 45 pounds went fast. The other took about 8 months. Hey, that's okay, man. That's okay. Like I said, I'm not really that quote unquote overweight. I say that. I mean, to me, I don't think I am, but I probably really am. I weigh 235. I probably should weigh probably around 200. So that's a lot of extra weight. Um, Good first 45. Man, that is just like that is impressive, dude. 45 pounds. Wow, that's crazy. All right. Good job, my man. All right, man. So y'all tune in tomorrow around this same time, man, and we're gonna broadcast this live and we're gonna get this thing rolling. All right, man. Love and peace. See ya.